Song 36, The Realisation of Megom Repa, Obeisance to All Gurus. When the Jetson Milarepa was living in the belly cave of Nyanyon, a merchant of the Mez tribe came to see him and became filled with an unshakable faith towards him. He offered Milarepa and his sons all that he had. He was then given the name of Megom and became a disciple. Having received the instructions, he set out to meditate and gained understanding, experiences, and realizations. Thereupon, Milarepa initiated him with the two-in-one pointing out demonstration of the view, practice, and action. Immediately, with infinite joy and delight, he beheld the safe face of the imminent reality. After the ceremony, while Megom was preparing a sacred feast in honor of the occasion, he was asked by Drigom Repa, "Do you really understand the Dharma and the instructions? How has your inner experiences developed?" Megom replied, "By the mercy of my chief guru and the gurus in the lineage, I am now fully convinced by these teachings. Nothing, either good or bad, can alter my conviction. For the rest of my life, all I need is my guru's instructions. I have made up my mind and sworn to remain in hermitages all my life." Hearing this, the Jetson was very pleased and said, "Quite right, Megom. For him who has faith in his guru and in the instructions, the experiences and realizations are bound to develop. This may not arise quickly, but one must have the determination to meditate alone until they do. Now listen to my song. I bow down at the feet of Marpa, O Megom, and all my disciples here. Please listen and think and practice what I sing. The song of an old man who is an expert in these things. Because confusion is uprooted in me, I realize that self-awareness is my guru. He who has not realized this truth never should leave an accomplished teacher. All thoughts and forms are but the holy truth. If one has not realized this truth, he should never neglect the holy scriptures. Try to renounce all desires and craving. If aversion toward worldly things has not arisen in one's mind, he should watch and discipline himself. Try to realize the sole truth of non-being. If one has not yet experienced this truth, he should closely watch his karma. Try to understand that nirvana and samsara are not two. If one has not reached this understanding, he should practice the equality of the two truths. Try to realize the oneness of self and others. He who has not yet done this ever should hold to Bodhi mind. Try to let realization of itself arise. If of itself it has not done so, never forsake the rules and rights. Try to transcend the chief and ensuring samadhis. He who has not passed through both realms should follow the skillful path in solitude. Try to let the experience perpetually arise. He who cannot yet do this should continue with the 3 points practice. Try to realize the self-nature of Trikaya. Until this has been realized, practice the arising and perfecting yoga. Try to make yourself always relaxed and free. If you cannot do so, keep your vows and precepts. In great joy, Megom cried, "Jetson, you are most kind to instruct me in the two-in-one nature of the view, practice, and action by combining them into one teaching." Whereupon he sang, "I pay homage to the gracious Jetson. Joyful it is to see the two-in-one, cheerful it is to meditate thereon, delightful it is to act. O marvellous are these 3 two-in-ones. If one knows not the view of two-in-one, how can he understand that all things are but the Dharmakaya? If one knows not how to practice the two-in-one, how can he realize that all pains are glories? If he knows not the action of two-in-one, how can he spontaneously relinquish worldly wants? All sentient beings in the 6 realms are but the wisdom of nirvana. This is the view of two-in-one. All positives and negatives and the wisdom of the whole are but the Dharmakaya. This is the practice of two-in-one. Let the moon reflected everywhere in water, like a rainbow that by no one can be held, like lamplight shining brightly in the dark, such is the action of two-in-one. The core of the view lies in non-duality. The essence of the practice lies in non-distraction. The pivot of the action is to embrace and absorb. That is enlightenment. This is the understanding your son gained in his devotion. All the disciples profited greatly from this song. Then on the eve of his departure to meditate in solitude, Megom asked the Jetson to give him a teaching, effective yet easy to practice. The Jetson replied, "Great merits have grown in me since I practiced these instructions. You should also follow them. Now listen to my song. I, the yogi Milarepa, see the essence by gazing nakedly upon it. I see beyond play words clear as the sky. By letting go, I see reality. By resting at my ease, I realize the voidness of all and everything. I relax, and come to the self-realm. I let go, and in the flow of awareness, the pure and impure become one. Because I search for nothing, thoughts and ideas are all cut off. The perils of samsara are thus forever crushed. Since I realize that Buddha and my mind are one, I no longer wish for accomplishment. As the sun disperses darkness, when realization dawns upon me, glaciers and nundogs vanish by themselves. Hearing this song, Megom was filled with joy. As instructed by his guru, he then went to a hermitage and meditated there alone. Later, he gained many merits on the path, attained superb experiences and realizations, and became one of the close sons of the Jetson, known as Megom Repa, who in his lifetime helped many well-endowed men.